beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the back. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are
turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Rayola. Catch in the middle, it's Marquardt. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Lost to throw again. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. That was less and choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Husker! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Fires to the middle. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Steps away to find some room. He caught it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target.
Into the end zone he goes! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The inside handoff. And that ball is live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Now sliding to his left. Trying to escape. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go back to the air on second down. On the run, deep down the right side. And he reels it in inside the 30. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. Bust through behind his pad. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They just keep firing. Dances away to buy time. It's complete to the right. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through them anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Kearney. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have that.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Gentry. There he goes. He's a touchdown Sooner. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had him at the missed field. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Nelson. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The fullback's got it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting a lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal, but a touchdown here gives you extra cushion. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Buys a little time with his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husker!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over New Mexico. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Markway. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Moving out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover. Set your offense up with some great...
Bringing it back. Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Release to the back. That's reeled in, it's Ives. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Snares it outside, it's Ives. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Looking to buy time. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
Looking for the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He lobs one high down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the #1 thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Ives. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny, I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Snagged in the middle. It's Ives. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
The quick out. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Sooners want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's going to take off. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Good job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the ground, it's Gentry. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Looking for more room. That's a live ball. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Looking deep down the right side. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with the 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got it behind the line. It's Clark. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Looking left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The field goal is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
Looking to the big tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, a quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Working that left side now. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Still looking on the move. Pulls it in. It's Nelson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Cornhuskers in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the... on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for room, it's Gentry. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The freshman brought down after a really nice Nice run there.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Sooner! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Huskers headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring this.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for room. It's Gentry. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Second down coming up. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Trucks through the defender. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, that they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.